Quaker Oats Company, makers of fine foods for the whole family, presents America's favorite family, the Nelsons. Ozzie, Harriet, David, and Ricky. Now a word about one of the many fine Quaker products. Aunt Jemima presents Saturday Morning with Peggy and Chuck.
Uh-oh.
What?
This is the kitchen, not your workshop.
Thought I'd do it this morning. Hey, got a great idea. Banana pancakes.
Banana pancakes?
Mm-hmm. Just pour the batter on the bananas.
Say, they were pretty good. You can cook for me every day.
Oh, no. I'll tell you what, though. I'll take on the job Saturday mornings.
What's the deal?
Only a handshake?
Try Chuck's new idea. Over some sliced bananas, pour your Aunt Jemima batter. Add some butter and syrup. You'll like 'em. Banana pancakes made with Aunt Jemima. Perfect pancakes in 10 shakes. Now, Quaker invite you to enjoy The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet.
You're sure we're not keeping you up now, Harriet? No, of course not.
It's too early to go to sleep anyway.
Oh, well, you probably never will get to sleep tonight.
Are you suggesting I slept through the picture just because I closed my eyes a couple of times?
Closed your eyes. You were snoring so loud I could hardly hear the dialogue.
Well, you didn't miss much. It wasn't exactly the best picture of the year.
I thought it was pretty good, didn't you, Harriet?
Well, part of it. Some of it was kind of hard to believe, though.
Oh, I don't know about that now. I thought the part where the wife is giving her husband the third degree at the breakfast table was pretty typical. If you left the bowling alley at 12 o'clock, how come you didn't get home till 3:15? Sounded just like home.
Oh, is that so?
Slip some poison in his coffee, Clara. Not a jury in the world would convict you.
She may do it. Well, thank you. Well, I do think it's hard to believe that a wife would be that jealous of her husband.
Well, you don't blame her, do you? He was going around night after night meeting all those different women.
Yeah, but it was all in the line of duty. After all, he was a private detective. This was just part of his job.
Well, if you ask me, he looked like he was enjoying himself too much.
Okay, he didn't do anything wrong. She just had a warped imagination and distorted all the facts. Typical wife, eh, Oz?
No, don't drag me into this. I'm neutral.
You are not. You're just chicken.
That's the same thing, isn't it?
I don't know why all the fuss anyway. After all, it was just a movie. More coffee?
No more, dear. We have to run along.
Yeah, thanks for the coffee, Harriet.
It's okay, Joe.
I'll get your coat.
Oh,
You don't mind if
thank
we go out the back door, do you? It's a little closer.
No, of course not.
Don't forget tomorrow, Ozzie.
Okay.
Good night, Oz. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll have to do it again real soon.
Good night, Joe.
Good night. Good night, Clara.
What was that all about?
What?
You know, that little confidential exchange with Clara.
Well, you aren't supposed to hear that.
Well, all I heard was don't forget tomorrow, and you said okay.
I guess I might as well tell you then. I have a little secret rendezvous with Clara tomorrow.
How come?
Oh, you're getting jealous, eh?
I'm not jealous. I'm just curious to know why you'd be meeting Clara.
Okay, I'll confess everything. It seems that Joe's birthday is sometime next week, and Clara wants me to meet her at the Emporium tomorrow and help her pick out a new fishing reel for him.
Well, why didn't you say so?
Well, I did.
I mean, before I asked you.
Well, she just told me about it tonight, and this is the first chance I've had to tell you. But thank you, dear. This is very flattering.
What is?
Well, you're being jealous like this after all these years.
I am not.
Well, yes, you are, and I like it. It's the first time you've been jealous of me since before we were married.
I am not jealous of you. But just remember, I have a terrific left hook.
And a tremendous right cross, too.
You know, I just figured out what was wrong with that picture.
Well, they shouldn't have released it.
What I mean is, I think the private detective married the wrong girl. He should have married the nurse. They were much better suited to each other.
Yeah, of course, you never find those things out until it's too late.
What do you mean by that?
Well, in the picture, he was already married by the time he met her. You have to rewrite the whole story.
Oh, yeah, well, that's not what I meant. I just thought they seemed better suited to each other.
Well, we'll never know.
Do you think you would have been happy married to somebody else if you hadn't met me, I mean?
What a question. I certainly couldn't have been any happier.
I was reading this article the other day, and it said that some people are just easy to get along with, and other people just aren't suited to marriage at all.
That sounds reasonable.
I imagine there are a lot of people who are happily married who could have been just as happy married to somebody else.
I suppose so.
Ozzie, if you weren't married to me, who do you think you could have been happily married to?
Well, I don't know. I've never given any thought.
What about Sally Darby?
I don't know, dear.
Or Mary Jo Calhoun?
Who's Mary Jo Calhoun?
Oh, you remember her. She's Herb Uncle's cousin. She was at the New Year's Eve party a couple of years ago. You danced almost every dance with her.
Oh. Yeah.
Or Clara. She's kind of a chatterbox, but she's lots of fun. And she has very pretty eyes.
Okay. Clara.
Why would he want to marry Clara?
Boy, do I smell pancakes?
You sure do.
It's a beautiful day.
Oh, yes, beautiful day. Ozzie,
Yeah?
you know, I'm probably being silly about this, but the more I think of it, I just can't possibly imagine you're being married to Clara.
What's this?
You know, we were talking about it last night.
Well, I vaguely remember you were saying something about Clara just as I was falling asleep, but I honestly don't remember exactly what it was.
We were just discussing the possibility of people being married to somebody else and still being happy.
Oh. Well, I was pretty tired. Now, how did Clara get into the conversation?
Well, don't you remember? We were trying to figure out who you might be happily married to, and we sort of agreed on Clara.
Oh. Oh, well, I was so tired, I'd have probably agreed on anybody just to get some sleep. Not that I have anything against Clara. She's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, she certainly keeps things going. Do you consider Clara attractive?
Why, what do you mean?
Well, you know, from a man's point of view.
Well, I don't know. I've never thought of Clara especially one way or the other. She's very pleasant, and I'm always glad to see him drop in. What's this about Clara all of a sudden?
Well, nothing. I was just continuing our conversation from last night. What's so funny?
Well, I was thinking of what Joe said last night, how women have a habit of twisting things all out of proportion.
Well, I don't remember Joe saying that.
Well, he said something like that.
Well, what am I twisting all out of proportion?
Well, I don't know. It's just that all of a sudden I'm on the defensive about something that's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, I don't think it's ridiculous. I just asked you a simple question about Clara.
And I said I think Clara's very nice, but I wouldn't want to be married to Clara.
That's not what you said last night.
Well, I was trying to get to sleep last night. I remember one thing I said, though. I said it was very flattering that you were still a little jealous of me.
I'm not jealous. I'm just curious, that's all.
Well, don't be jealous of Clara.
Well, who should I be jealous of?
Nobody.
Who are you jealous of, Pop?
Well, I'm not jealous of anybody. Your mother and I have been having a little hypothetical discussion here. Here, have some pancakes.
Sure look good.
Well, they are good.
Here, try this.
Oh, homemade coffee cake. What's the special occasion?
No special occasion.
Rick, let me give you a little advice. When you get married, if you're lucky enough to find a wife who can make homemade coffee cake like this, you know you've got the right girl.
Oh, when'd you make it, Mom?
I didn't. Claire Randolph made it. She brought it over last night.
Hi, good morning, Joe.
Hiya, sure glad I caught up with you. Are you busy?
Well, I had downtown a little while.
Whatever it is you were going to do, forget all about it.
Oh, no, I can't very well do that.
What do you mean you can't? Darb and Butch are waiting for us out at the golf course. I just talked to Darb on the phone.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry, but I've got sort of an appointment downtown.
Will you listen to me a minute? They want to give us a stroke aside and play us for $5. This is like a license to steal.
Well, can't they make it tomorrow?
They're waiting for us right now on the first tee.
Well, gee, I'm sorry, Joe, but I just can't. I promised to meet somebody downtown.
Well, can't you postpone it or something? Who are you supposed to meet?
It's kind of personal.
Oh, you sly dog, you. If I didn't know you so well, I'd think it was some blonde.
No.
Don't let her husband see you.
You sound like Harriett.
What do you mean?
Well, you know Harriett. She's not the jealous type. But evidently that silly picture we saw last night got her thinking in kind of a funny way. And the first thing you know, I found myself on the defensive.
You mean about this blonde?
Who told... What do you mean?
I was just kidding. What was she jealous about?
Oh, well, she wasn't actually jealous, but Well, just as I was trying to get to sleep, she started asking funny questions like, who would I like to be married to if I weren't married to her? Things like that.
Clara gives me that routine all the time. I always say Betsy Ross or Lydia Pinkham or something. You gotta make a gag out of those things, otherwise they get too dangerous.
Boy, you're not kidding. She even dug up something from a couple of years ago. Some gal named Mary Jo Calhoun.
Oh, you mean Herb Dunkel's cousin? The gal you danced every dance with at the New Year's Eve party?
I did not.
Hey, don't tell me she's in town again. Oh, so that's who you're meeting.
No, don't be silly. You know me better than that.
I thought I did, but gee.
It so happens that this girl I'm meeting, this person I'm meeting...
So it is a girl. Does Harriett know about it?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but yes, she does.
Well, how'd she find out?
Well, she happened... I told her. Well, look, there's nothing. It's just I'm doing somebody a favor, that's all.
Somebody I know?
What are you, the inquiring reporter or something?
No, I'm just inquisitive by nature.
I'm sorry I gave you the coffee. Aren't you going to be late for your golf game?
Well, this is much more fun. In fact, I may forget all about the golf and follow you downtown just to get a look at this mysterious blonde.
Who said she was a blonde?
Oh, aren't they always? I mean, the really dangerous ones? Tell me, Oz, does her husband suspect?
Not a thing. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, Joe.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. You never did tell me.
Tell you what?
Who you finally picked out?
What do you mean?
Well, you know, the girl you'd like to be married to if you weren't married to Harriet.
I'm glad you... this will show you how silly this whole thing was. See, Harriet started naming off different people, and I was getting sleepier and sleepier. And who do you think we finally decided on?
Who?
Clara.
Clara who?
Clara, your wife, Clara. Would you like some coffee cake? It's homemade, best in the world, made especially for me.
Harriet make it?
No, Clara made it. She brought it over last night.
Oh, I didn't know she brought any over last night.
Well, yes, before the show. Here, do you want a piece?
No, thanks. She's been promising to make me some for the past 6 months. She'll probably get around to it one of these days.
Oh.
Well, I'll be seeing you, Oz.
Oh, okay, Joe. Sorry about the golf game.
Well, I'll call you if I can make it.
Okay.
Remember the day you found him? A pretty sad little character, but with a little soap and a lot of love and a diet of kennel ration, that bedraggled puppy grew strong and healthy on America's favorite dog food. Kennel ration is packed with lean red meat. It contains the wholesome steaks, chops, and roasts of U.S. government-inspected horse meat, plus every nutrient a dog is known to need. The kind of protein-rich food today's dogs require. Yes, there's no other dog in the world like yours. So put your trust in Kennel Ration. With lean red meat, more people do.
Harriet?
I thought you'd gone downtown to meet Clara.
I'm going to leave in a little while. Have you seen my gray sport jacket?
It's in the hall closet.
Oh, thanks.
Where are you going to meet Clara?
Down at the Emporium. I think I'll phone her and make sure.
Yeah, she may figure you're going to pick her up and drive her downtown.
Oh, I don't think so. There'd be too much chance of running into Joe and spoiling the surprise.
Wasn't Joe out in the kitchen with you just a little while ago?
Oh, yeah, he stopped by to see if I'd play golf with him.
I thought I heard his voice. What were you guys laughing about?
Oh, different things I was telling him about last night. You know, how you were asking me who would I like to be married to if I weren't married to you.
What's so funny about it?
Well, you know, the idea of my being married to Clara.
Joe thought that was funny?
Well, yeah, you know Joe. Oh, come to think of it, he didn't think it was funny at all.
He didn't?
No, in fact, he seemed a little bit upset.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah. He even refused a piece of coffee cake. And you know Joe, he never turns down anything to eat.
You mean that coffee cake Clara made especially for you?
Oh, Harriet, you don't think Joe's jealous of me?
Why not?
Well, for one thing, he knows me too well.
Did he ask you why you couldn't play golf with him?
Well, yes. Now that you mention it, he seemed pretty curious as to who I was going to meet downtown.
Which reminds me, you better call Clara and find out where you're supposed to meet her. She's liable to be waiting down at the Emporium for you right now.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
Oh, you don't know Clara. She sent me 2 birthday gifts last year. One on your birthday and one on Sally Darby's wedding anniversary.
Yeah, she does get things mixed up. Well, I'll phone her.
Hello?
Oh, Joe?
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were out playing golf.
No, I changed my mind. Who's this, Ozzie?
Oh, yeah.
What do you want?
Look, I wasn't calling because I thought you weren't home.
You thought I was out playing golf, didn't you?
Well, yes.
Well, then how could I be home if I was out playing golf?
Well, see, I didn't think you were going to be home, but I mean, that wasn't why I phoned.
Well, who do you want to talk to, Clara?
Oh, no. I mean, I just, I was wondering, is Harriet there?
No, she isn't here. She hasn't been over here all day.
Oh. Well, maybe Clara knows where she is. Do you want to call Clara to the phone, please?
Clara isn't here either. She said she was going shopping with a friend.
Oh. Well, thanks a lot, Joe.
What about Harriet?
Well, what about her?
Well, I thought you were trying to find her.
Yeah, well, I'll find her someplace.
Oh, hi, Ozzie. You think I never get here?
What's Clara doing over there?
She came over to see Harriet. Harriet's right upstairs, Clara.
Well, I thought you said Harriet wasn't there.
Well, she I guess she just came in. Hello, dear.
Oh, hi, Ozzie. I just said hello.
Hello?
Joe, I'll call you back a little later. There's something I want to talk to Harriet about. So long, Joe.
What's that all about? Oh, hi, Clara.
Hi, Harriet.
I didn't know Joe was going to answer the phone, and I didn't know what to say.
Oh, it's going to be a wonderful surprise. It's working out beautifully, isn't it?
Well, I hope so, but Joe seemed awfully upset about the whole thing.
Oh, I really don't think so. Would you excuse me a minute, Clara?
Oh, certainly, Harriet. You didn't tell Joe about the fishing reel, did you?
Oh, no, of course not.
Because it's supposed to be a surprise.
Well, I know that.
That's why I wanted you to go down to the Emporium with me.
Well, yes, I know. It's not that. See, Joe came over here a little while ago and asked me to play golf, and I told him about a little discussion Harriet and I had last night.
About Joe?
No. I'll get my coat. We were playing kind of a silly little game, and Harriet was asking me some questions, like, who would I like to be married to if I weren't married to her, things like that. And your name was mentioned. I thought Joe would kind of get a kick out of hearing about it, but when I told him, he didn't think it funny at all.
Oh, well, that serves him right. That's what he gets for forgetting our anniversary last year.
Yeah, I guess there's a connection there someplace. Oh, hey, that's a good idea.
What?
Well, you're coming along with us, aren't you?
Well, I hadn't planned on it. I don't know anything about fishing reels.
Well, no, I see you're putting your coat on.
Oh, I have an appointment with the hairdresser.
Oh, I just thought it might be a good idea if you were along. People might think it's strange if they saw Clara and me together in the Emporium.
Oh, don't be silly.
Look, I'll tell you what. Why don't I meet you at the Emporium tea room, say, about 12:30, and we'll all have lunch together.
Oh, that's wonderful, Harriet.
I've got to hurry. I'm late. Bye-bye.
Bye, Harriet. See you later.
Is your car out back?
Yes, it is. Do you really think Joe is jealous?
Well, I hope not.
I don't know. I think it's kind of nice for a husband to be jealous. It's kind of flattering.
Well, maybe so.
Hey, Pop, you know where Mom is? I want to borrow her car.
Oh, yeah, she went downtown, but you can borrow mine. I'm going shopping with Mrs. Randolph.
Oh, hi, Mrs. Randolph.
Hello, David.
No, I'm Ricky.
Oh, of course. My, you boys are growing so.
Well, no more, I hope. Well, you take my car, Rick. The keys are on my dresser upstairs.
Oh, thanks, Pop. Nice to see you, Mrs. Randolph.
Thank you, dear. You know, it's hard for me to imagine Joe's being jealous.
Oh, yeah, he's usually pretty level-headed.
I remember I got jealous with him once, though. Of course, I had good reason.
When was that?
Well, you remember that New Year's Eve party we had at the club a couple of years ago? He danced every dance with that cousin of Herb Dunkel.
No, that was me. I mean, Well, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Well, hi, Mr. Randolph.
Hi, Rick. Is your dad home?
Oh, you just missed him. He went downtown with Mrs. Randolph.
With Mrs. Randolph?
Yeah, you better watch out. Pop used to be quite a ladies' man in his younger days, you know.
Is that so? You say they went downtown?
Yeah, I think they went shopping.
Oh, thanks a lot, Rick.
Is there any message in case I see him?
No, I'll probably catch up with him.
Do you want him to gift wrap it?
No, I'll do that later. I want to put a funny card in it. Something like, he's lucky I hooked him or something.
Is that a charge?
Yes, it is.
This is Joseph Randolph. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
May I help you, sir?
Yes, I was looking for two people. They were standing here just a minute ago.
Oh, you mean Mr. and Mrs. Randolph?
What's this?
That's the name. They bought a fishing reel and charged it to Mrs. Randolph's account. See, there's her signature. Are they friends of yours?
I'm not sure.
I wonder where Harriett is. She was supposed to meet us here at 12:30.
Well, it's only 12:15.
Well, I know, but you'd think she'd show a little consideration and be early for a change. She knows the spot I'm in.
Oh, she'll be here in a minute. May I take your order, please?
Oh, well, thank you, but we're waiting for my wife. She'll be along any minute.
All right, sir.
Oh, great. Joe just came in. Just act very casual. I'll be back later. Pardon me, don't be alarmed. This isn't a holdup or anything. I'm in kind of a spot, and I'd appreciate it if you'd help me out. Would you just smile as if we're together? See, I'm here with my best friend's wife, and he just walked in on us. Pardon me.
Oz!
Oh, hi, Joe.
Oz, I'd like to talk to you for a moment, if you don't mind.
Oh. Go right ahead.
Now, I'm perfectly willing to be civilized about this, but I most certainly think your actions call for some explanation.
Look, Joe, I might as well tell you the whole story. I hate to spoil Clara's surprise, but it's not worth jeopardizing our friendship.
What surprise?
Well, why do you think we're here at the Emporium together? She wanted me to help her pick out a fishing reel for your birthday.
My birthday?
Yes, next week.
My birthday was 3 months ago.
How is that possible?
Oz, you know Clara. Tell me, is it a pretty nice fishing reel?
Oh, it's a beauty. Wait till you see it. I thought you were jealous.
Oz, you know me better than that.
Well, you better explain it to Clara. She thinks you're mad at her.
Oh? Well, come on over and have lunch with us.
Well, in a couple of minutes, I want to explain things to this girl over here. She probably thinks I'm crazy.
What girl?
The girl I was sitting with.
Huh? Well, hey, she's kind of cute. Who is she?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Yeah?
I was trying to get away from you, you jealous husband, you.
Oh, take away, Oz.
I'll see you in a couple of minutes.
Well, don't forget. Oh, say, Oz, I just happened to remember whose birthday it is next week.
Whose?
Clara's.
You're all set. Give her a fishing reel. Pardon me. I think I owe you an explanation for what happened just now.
Well, I was a little startled. I wasn't quite sure what was going on. I figured you were kidding me or something.
Oh, no, but it all worked out very nicely. See, this girl I was with, the wife of my best friend, it's her birthday next week, and I was helping her pick out a present for her husband. Say, wait a minute. Haven't we met before?
Oh, now you are kidding.
Then I do know you.
Of course, I met you at a New Year's Eve party a couple of years ago.
Well, you're Herb Dunkel's cousin.
That's right, Mary Jo Calhoun.
Oh, yes, well, certainly. I danced Joe danced. You were quite a dancer, as I recall.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, this is a wonderful surprise.
Is something the matter?
My wife just came in. Would you mind making believe we're not having so much fun?
What's that?
You know wives aren't. Oh, hello, dear.
Hello there, where's Clara?
She's right over there with Joe. I hope you don't remember. You remember. This young lady's been very nice to me.
Well, hello, you're Mary Jo Calhoun, aren't you? That's right. Your husband didn't remember me.
Oh, I did so. How could I? After all, I danced there. I didn't remember at all.
Well, I'll forgive you this time. And how have you been, Sally?
No, I'm Harriet.
Oh, yes, of course, Harriet.
You must be thinking of Sally Darby. I'm Harriet Nelson, and this is Ozzie.
I'm Ozzie.
Oh, of course. And how is that charming Mr. Darby? He's the most delightful dancer. I must have danced every dance with him.
Yes, I remember it very well. Don't you, dear? Well, yeah, Harriet remembers it, too. Well, I'll tell him you were asking for him.
Oh, well, thank you.
Well, it's awfully nice to have seen you.
Yes, it certainly is.
I think the Randolphs are waiting for us. Shall we join
goodbye.
them? Goodbye. Ah. Well, it's been quite a hectic day, hasn't it?
It sure has.
You know, I hate to say this, but you started the whole thing.
Me? When was this?
Oh, last night when you asked me that crazy question.
What crazy question?
Well, you know, who would I like to be married to if I weren't married to you?
I think that's a very interesting question.
Wasn't it strange that girl should remember dancing with Darby?
What's strange about it?
Well, I just never thought of him as being much of a dancer. She said he was charming.
Well, he is.
I suppose so. It's just difficult to think of Darby as a ladies' man. Yeah, it's funny how women have a completely different viewpoint than men. Harriet,
Yeah?
if you weren't married to me, who would you like to be married to?
Good night, dear.
Ozzie and Harriet are also brought to you by Eastman Kodak Company, whose fine cameras and film make your good times picture times. And now, here's Harriet.
Look what Ozzie did. Brought home 4 Brownie Starflash outfits with different colored cameras so I could choose the one I want. Here's one in a handsome red shade called Coral Red. And here's another in soft ivory, Stardust White. And this one is called Skyline Blue. And this is Jet Black. They're all so beautiful, I don't know which one to choose. Guess I'll try white. It's striking, isn't it? It goes with anything. But, of course, the best thing of all is the beautiful, sharp pictures you get with any Brownie Starflash camera. Why don't you get a new Brownie Starflash camera this week? For yourself or for someone else you like very much.
Look for Brownie Starflash cameras in color at your Kodak dealers. The complete outfit in Coral Red, in Stardust White, in Skyline Blue, or in Jet Black. Costs only $10.95. Another new idea from Kodak.
Ozzie and Harriet have been brought to you tonight by the Quaker Oats Company, who also bring you the Naked City Tuesdays over most of these same stations. Quaker, producers of more than 50 foods for the family.